Okay, this is Windows 8, and Windows 8 here is running on a Zoostorm tablet. The tablet is a 1.7 gig Atom processor and 2 gig of memory. It's also got a 32 gig SSD drive. As you can see, we have quite a few applications downloaded. We have some cooking things, some games, a wonderful thing called TuneIn that lets you listen to radio from around the world. We've got Amazon's Kindle reader. We've got another game, more cookbooks. And then we have our news stuff. Seemingly everybody has a news app at the moment, from Top Gear through to The Next Web, Popular Photography. Only people lacking are Ziff Davis. Can't imagine why, but then again they do hate, or seem to hate, Windows 8. This, as you can see, is just a standard desktop. And as we bring in from the right hand side, the Charms bar, you have your settings, devices, start menu, which is where we are at the moment, sharing and search. Everybody criticises going to desktop. Desktop is quite easy. I have a desktop icon, drops you straight into desktop. Desktop is pretty much like it used to be before. You can save shortcuts onto desktop, so you've got Internet Explorer, the desktop version, and we'll bring up Internet Explorer. On a Atom based, or sorry, not an Atom based, a Windows 8 Pro system running on an x86 processor, any of the apps that used to run before on the same processor will run on the desktop on here. It's quite cold here today, it's -1. This is a new look MSN, which has the same kind of tiled interface as everything else in Windows 8. Quite simple. You can open and close applications just as you would do in Windows 7. You have your taskbar along the bottom, so you can see what apps you've got currently running. Being a tablet, we do have a pop-up screen, pop-up keyboard. The keyboard can take several different formats, standard layout. You also have a split screen, so you can split off to either side. You have a pen interface available if you want to do handwriting, and it's relatively good. I've got nowhere to insert that, so we'll leave that one out. Smaller keyboard, and I'll go back to my standard keyboard, then I'll put the keyboard away. Action Center, quite simply the Action Center is just, is your antivirus up to date, when did you last do a scan, that type of thing. Very easy to get out of the desktop. You can just pull in from the right onto the start menu, and you can go back. All your applications that are running when you're there are still running in the desktop. So if I went back into desktop and I brought up Internet Explorer, say, so I've got Internet Explorer running, I can minimize this. I've still got Internet Explorer running down the bottom. I can go to SkyDrive. So in SkyDrive I now have files that are up on Microsoft's cloud server. I can look around, see what's in here. I've got systems on the network, I've got my hard drive in here, I've got documents, pictures, videos, music, and I can look. I've got no music downloaded at the moment in my libraries. I could go to the hard drive in here. There's my hard drive, program files, show me what I've got downloaded as programs that would run in a normal x86 mode. But what I was going to show you is if I go back in here and I go back to the start menu, I still have all my apps running, and as you'll notice, these apps are actually live, so you'll see things changing over on here. You've got BBC News popping in, you've got images and news coming in from NASA, you've got what's trending on Bing. Great Dave Brubeck died. Take 5 is a brilliant piece of music, but its writer is no longer with us. And these apps are still there. However, if I go back onto desktop, everything I had on the desktop is still running, just the same as it used to be in Windows 7. And you can go in and see back into Internet Explorer wherever you were. If you were running on a more powerful system and you had Photoshop open or Office open, all those applications would stay open simultaneously and you could switch back to it. In fact, for all the criticism that you have with Windows 8, you can use the start menu the start screen just as a start menu, and you can get into your apps and you can spend your whole day in the desktop view. You don't actually have to touch the modern interface at all. However, we're going to go back into the modern interface. The apps that appear, you come from the App Store. The App Store is online, and there are thousands of apps up there. Lots of wonderful stuff. There's a spotlight section, games section, social, entertainment. Top Gear News is well worth downloading, it's fun. Photo section, music and video, sport, books and reference. Oh, the Advanced English Dictionary. I think I may download that just to show you how that would work. When you decide you're going to look at an application, you might want to download an app, you just click on it, it comes up, it'll give you an overview, details, any reviews about it, and if you decide you're going to go ahead, then all you have to do is hit install. You'll see it start to download at the top, and after a little while, depending on the speed of your connection, what will happen, it'll go back into the store and it'll be downloading in the background. You'll see here installing Advanced English Dictionary. You've got news and weather apps, health and fitness, food and dining, lifestyle, shopping, travel, finance, productivity, all sorts of different sections. The installation is installed, it pops up, says it's done, it's ready to go. One cool thing about the store is if you're running on multiple systems, and I run this on a desktop, I have it on this tablet, and I also run it on my laptop, which we'll see next week. If you pull down from the top, you'll see Home and you'll see Your Apps. If you click on Your Apps, what it will do, it will bring up all the apps that you've downloaded if you've been using a Microsoft sign-on. This may take some time because I have quite a few different apps across different platforms, different systems rather. What it will do, it'll show you all the apps you've downloaded, and then oh dear, it's always taking forever to do this. It'll show you all the apps you've downloaded, and it will show you the ones that you've got installed on this particular system, and it will show you the ones that you have installed, that you downloaded but installed on other systems. So if there's something you particularly want to download, then you can download it on all your systems. Here we go, it's actually popped up now. Excuse me. This is showing you the apps that are not installed on this PC. So these are all things that I've downloaded and had a go at. And we'll look at some of these as we go through the history. You can then look you can see what apps have installed on which system. I can see where I've been. I can look on my laptop and I can see what apps are on the laptop. And it will go through. It says I've downloaded 121 apps altogether. That's probably I've just downloaded some, I've looked at them, I've chucked them away. These are the ones that I've got on the laptop. That basically is our look quickly at Windows 8. So again, as with everything on Windows 8, if you're in whether you're on a tablet or whether you're on a desktop, laptop, click at the top, pull down, close the app. So that's your app closed. I'll just show you something quickly as well before we finish with this section for today. If you're on Bing, say, and here's your Bing is Microsoft search engine, news engine, and it'll show you what's trending. If I decided I wanted to minimize that, I can take it and drag it over to the left like that, and I've now got that running in the sidebar. I can bring up Wired as an app. I still have Bing running over here and I have Wired here, so I can come in, I can run effectively two apps simultaneously. I can also, if I decide, well, you know, I've seen something in here that's of interest, like this kim.com, I can click and I can drag that across the middle, making Bing the primary app and Wired the secondary. It's just a way of being able to do things.